Hello everyone, in today's video we're going to discuss pet adoptions and the steps you want to take before you bring that new pet home, so stay tuned.
Welcome back, I'm Diane, this is Randy, and you are watching Let's Pause.
And we've got a hot topic to discuss with you today, pet adoptions.
Apparently, the pet adoption
Picked up dramatically.
Everything we read says
People are stuck home alone, and what do they want? They want a little buddy, so they're going to the adoption centers and adopting a new pet. So we wanted to discuss some topics to take into account before you adopt that new pet. So without further ado,
let's dive in.
let's dive in.
Before you adopt and make that decision, because you don't want to make an emotional decision, you want to make a lifelong commitment decision. So before you do that,
Keep in mind, pets take up time, energy, and money.
yes. So one of the first things that you want to consider is your local rules and laws.
Yeah, if you happen to be renting your home or apartment, you need to check your lease. Some leases will restrict you based on breed. For instance, they may not allow a German Shepherd or a Pit Bull. Others will restrict you on weight. Cats, yes or no. So check your lease. And additionally, check about a pet deposit. A lot of apartments and homes being rented will require a pet deposit. So some things to keep in mind if you rent.
Another thing is, just because you own your own home doesn't mean you can run out and get as many dogs and cats. Or we have found out that some jurisdictions, they have legislation against certain breeds. So sometimes you might not be able to own that pit bull that you want or whatever other kind of breed. But your pet adoption service, they can usually help you with the legislation information. So you can check with them when you get there and make sure.
Another thing, I just thought of this, was your homeowner's insurance policy. Some insurance policies will restrict based on a dog's breed type, so
Yeah.
check with that also.
The second consideration we have is, are you a dog lover
A cat lover,
or other? We used to just be dog lovers.
now we have lots of animals.
Now we're dogs, cat, and many other animal lovers. So you might want to consider where you live before you decide on that dog or cat. For instance, if you live in an apartment, you've got to consider the fact that you don't have that yard. So would a smaller dog be better for you than a bigger dog? Would a cat be better than a dog? Because you got to consider that that dog has to go out, needs potty breaks several times a day. Can you do it? Can you have somebody come over and do it? Are they going to be afraid of a bigger dog? So lots of considerations there if you're an apartment liver and you want to get out there and adopt a dog.
If you live in a high-rise condo and it's 20
Yeah.
floors down, maybe a border collie is not the best dog for you.
But maybe it is.
Maybe
We're
it
not
is.
we're not going to tell you what type of dog to get, but
Just didn't take into those considerations.
another issue though is when you go to some of these shelters and pounds, they're mixed breed dogs, so you don't really get a specific breed dog.
Right.
But even with that, you can pretty well tell. And again, who can help you is that shelter or that rescue, because they've been around that dog or cat. They kind of are familiar with it. So, tell them what you're looking for and what you plan on doing, and they could probably steer you in the right direction of a dog or cat that might fit you.
Another thing, is anybody in your home allergic to pets? Some breeds of dogs may be better for people with allergies than other breeds. Some people are allergic to cats. Take that into mind before you run out and adopt that long-haired Maine Coon.
Another thing is, do you already own pets?
Right.
Are you going to bring home a dog to your home that already has at least one other dog? Or are they going to get along? Does your current dog get along with other dogs? Does it get along with cats? All those you need to consider.
Another thing is, do you have small children? Do they like to roughhouse and horseplay? Small dog may not be ideal for that. They can
Right.
get injured easier. So all of these are considerations
Another
to take into
important thing
account.
you want to remember is who is responsible for that dog. Is it a family responsibility? You know, you feed them water and the kids are responsible for taking it out. Because remember, all of our kids get older, and as they get older, well, it's not so much fun to take Fido out anymore.
Yeah, surprise pet gifts are probably not a great idea typically.
Yeah.
It's very important, a family decision.
Yes.
You sit down, you discuss it again. It shouldn't be an emotional decision on what kind of pet you want to adopt.
Right.
Adopting a pet is a lifetime of that pet's decision. If in 5 years your plan is to be backpacking through Europe, are you going to carry that cat or dog in your backpack as
Right.
you travel along? So,
And those are important things to think about, because I see a lot of social media information about, you know, I've got this dog, but I don't have time for it. It needs more attention than I can give it. And those dogs end up being released to shelters and rescues. And that's so sad for the dog. And it could have been probably avoided with just a little bit of research, a little bit of thinking, a little bit of downtime to make sure you're ready for that pet adoption.
well, these are all time considerations you need to take into account before you grab that cute little puppy or cat there at your local shelter.
Think about the different stages in your life and that dog or cat's life. And you know what? Here's the thing. If you can't get a dog or a cat after you've evaluated your circumstances.
There's lots of options.
Yeah. I mean, there's hamsters, there's guinea pigs, there's pet rabbits, birds.
Fish. I love
Yeah.
aquariums.
Yeah. I mean, we have sugar gliders. They're very, very low maintenance.
Yeah.
So there are other things that you can get without having to jump off and get that dog or cat. Another consideration is to prepare your home.
Yeah, once you've made that decision to bring home your new buddy,
Here's where your money.
here's
Comes
where
in.
it starts costing you. The adoption fee is a small percentage of what it's going to cost you. So we're going to go over some ways here to prepare your home.
Yeah.
First thing to consider, food and treats.
Yeah, one thing you want to be sure is to check with whoever you're getting the dog or cat from. What are they feeding them now? And that might be a consideration that you want to make, is to keep them on that same food. At least check with your veterinarian to make sure they're on a good food.
If you want to change the food, you want to have what they were eating and then gradually introduce them to the new food. Make that a gradual shift. Don't do it overnight, because you will pay for that. And do your research on treats. Treats are normally marketed for people to buy them.
Right.
So do your research. You know, there's a lot of bad press out there on rawhides. Read on that. What kind of treat do you think is healthy for your dog? Talk to your veterinarian and make an informed decision on those treats.
Another thing you're going to need for that dog
Or
and
cat.
the dog food is your water and food bowls. We will share several links in the description and also on the letspaws.net to different things. For instance, we use the Neater Feeder feeding station for Gemma. There's many different options. Things you want to consider though are, you know, the size of your dog and how much energy that dog has, because a lot of times they'll destroy the food bowls and the dog bowls. Also, let's not forget your cat. Your cat, there's many treats for your cats out there too. Mooch and Sweet Caroline get Temptations. They love those little Temptations.
They do.
But there's other cat treats out there. Again, your best thing is to talk to your veterinarian and get some recommendations from them and do a little bit of research on your own. Yeah, so another thing that you want to be sure you look at getting their flea and tick prevention started right away.
Here's another time you'll want to check with your veterinarian. See what they recommend. They've most likely seen all of them and which ones work best for the animals in the area you live in.
Talk to your veterinarian, because you don't necessarily have to have all your animals covered if they never do go outdoors. For instance, in our household, we have 2 indoor cats and Gemma. Gemma is on flea and tick prevention. The cats are not, and they're indoor cats. Their feet never really touch outside very much. So our veterinarian's suggestion was don't spend the money yet. If we find out that we are getting a problem on our indoor cats, Jim is bringing them in or what have you, then we'll look at doing it then. Also, we're going to be doing, and actually we're gathering some information, we're going to be doing a video on, I think it's going to be like the top 8 of the flea and tick preventions for both dogs and cats. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and you'll know when that comes up. So.
Another thing you want to prepare for, get ready for, is where's that dog or cat going to sleep?
Yeah, if you're like us, it's going to be all over your own bed.
Yeah.
But you do need to consider the fact, as we did, you're just going to have like a puppy bed, you're going to have a crate for that dog to go into, and where's your cat going to sleep? Is it going to be allowed in your room, or are you going to have a separate room for it? Are they going to be able to run your house? Those are all decisions you should make ahead of time so you're prepared for it. And I don't know about cats. Do people crate cats like for bedtime? I don't know. Do you? I don't know.
Yeah, let us know if you crate your cat.
We don't. Ours have the run of the house.
Yeah, so you want to get that prepared, have it ready for them when they get home.
Yes. Another thing that you're going to want to be sure you have plenty of is your potty supplies. Your potty supplies. I don't care if it's a cat or a dog, you're going to need potty supplies.
Right. So if you have a cat, start doing your research now, or you're getting a cat, start doing your research now on litter boxes.
Which is funny, you're thinking research on litter boxes, but we have found that there are many different types of litter boxes, and some of them are great and some of them are horrible.
Yeah. We've got a video again of a litter box that we've been very happy with.
The Cat-It Jumbo Hooded Litter Box. You need to look at that review because we're giving that a 5-star.
Yeah,
easy to clean.
Excellent
like
litter box.
You get what you pay for in a litter box.
So yeah, don't skimp on litter boxes.
Puppies, puppy pads.
Puppy pads.
They have all kinds of neat little things now, though. They have little things that look like outdoor grass. You can potty train them on. I don't know.
Again, if you're living in an apartment, puppy pads may be more important to you.
Or if you adopt an older dog.
Right.
They may require the puppy pads. We buy our puppy pads either like from Petco, or we order them off of Chewy, or sometimes we get them from Walmart. So just depending. Again, that's going to be something that is going to cost you, but the more you might spend on them, the better the pad. So.
She says puppy pads. Gemma doesn't use puppy pads.
No, I buy puppy pads for the sugar gliders.
Right. They line the bottom of the cage with them, so
yeah.
Don't be confused on that.
But we do buy the puppy pads.
Now, for the most fun out of all of those, our next category is Diane's specialty.
Pet toys. I love pet toys.
So there's balls, squeaky toys, chews, which kind of falls more into the tree. They're great for the animals. It gives you an opportunity to bond with your new animal. Another item, we haven't talked about it, leashes, collars.
That's kind of fun too, because they have some cool looking things out there. Do your homework on those leashes and collars, because you can spend way more money than you need to.
Right. But you got to have those for training and just for safely bringing your puppy or a dog home. You need to go ahead and get it used to a collar and a leash.
Another thing you want to keep in mind that we didn't cover was like when you go to pick that dog up and bring it home, or that cat up and bring it home, your vehicle. How are you going to let that dog ride in your vehicle? That's another thing, because you don't want to get to the adoption place and then be like, oh no, where's little Fido or Sylvester going to ride on the way home? So be sure you have that figured out before you go pick them up. Okay, the last couple of things we want to talk about real quick is after you get that dog adopted, or that cat, you need to go ahead and schedule your vet visit.
Do your research, find a vet you liked, call them up, talk to their office staff, and schedule your first vet visit.
Hey, if you're getting a puppy, you be sure that you get your puppy into that vet before you take them out in public anywhere.
Right.
That's something we learned.
So get to the vet.
They'll tell you what kind of regimen to put them on. I mean, they'll cover everything from flea and tick prevention to their shots to If you're going to spay or neuter, which is important, if you're not a breeder and you're not going to breed that dog, the best thing you can do is have it spayed or neutered for its health in the long run, and also to keep that population down.
Now on to training your pet.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of time.
Yep.
You're going to have to spend time doing it, and you're going to have to make that commitment to do it. Again, as we kind of mentioned previously, it depending on the dog, depending on the breed of dog, depends on how much training you're going to have to do with that dog.
And depending on what you want to do with the dog. I mean, there's so many things you can train for.
But you definitely want to do your basics.
Yeah, your obedience training.
Your obedience training. Okay, so what else?
I think we've kind of covered all the most important things to keep in mind before you adopt your animal. Don't make it an emotional decision. Do your research. Take into account all the time, effort, and money that's going to go into this new pet.
And so then get on out there and adopt that pet or dog. Clear those shelters and rescues. We love to see that. We love to hear about it. And hey, if you go get one, shoot us a comment. Tell us what you went and adopted, where you're from, and what you did adopt. And something we didn't think about is your name. What did you name it? We're always excited when a dog gets released out of a shelter or rescue and goes to a very good and loving home.
Yeah, so we have many ways you can do that. You can get on our Facebook page and post a picture of your new baby and you, and tell us your story of how you got your new pet.
Visit us on Instagram. We now have a Twitter up and going, which is maybe kind of slow, so bear with us on that.
Yeah.
You can go to letspaws.net and shoot us. Go under Contact the Crew, and you can shoot us a message there.
You can send us an email.
You can send us an email. You can comment below.
So, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe so you'll see our future videos. Like Diane said, we've got some new stuff coming. And hit that notification bell when you subscribe so you'll be notified whenever our videos come out. Usually every week. We may be getting some more often.
Yes, but we will continue every Thursday. Every Thursday afternoon we do put one out. So you can at least look forward to that one. So we hope that you're staying healthy in all this. We hope that the coronavirus, if nothing else, maybe you got a new loving, loyal dog or cat in your home. So good luck, congratulations, and we thank you for watching. We thank you for supporting us, and until next week,
God bless.
God bless.